Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here for this meeting of the Town Board of the Town of Carmel. As always, before we get started, we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. So would everybody please rise? And Councilman Lombardi, would you lead us tonight?
With pleasure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just ask that we all remain standing for a moment of silence for those men and women around the world who provide us with the blanket of freedom that we live under each and every evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, before we get started, and by the way, thank you all. Happy New Year to everyone, and hopefully it's a healthy and happy one for everyone here. Thank you all for attending this meeting of the Town Board of the Town of Carmel. This is probably the most people that we've had at a Town Board meeting since the reval a couple of years ago.
No questions.
Yeah, no questions. So I'd like to welcome two new councilmen, well, a brand new one, but one who's been here previously, to the Town Board this evening. All the way over to my right is Bob Shannell. Great guy, you all met him. Bob himself is a retired sergeant from the Harrison Police Department, and he's going to do an amazing job as a town councilman for the town of Carmel. So, Bob, I welcome you to the town board, and I know all the residents do. You had a tremendous amount of support from the residents during your campaign and during the election, so they're looking for really good things to happen from you as well.
And I thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with the board and getting good things done for the residents of Carmel, and I really appreciate everyone's support. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. And to my left, Councilman Frank Lombardi. Frank's been here before. He's not a newcomer. He served 8 years on the town board and then took a 2-year hiatus from the town board. But he was also reelected this November, and I welcome Frank back to the board. The 8 years that he served as a councilman, he was a tremendous help to me. He was my deputy supervisor for many of those 8 years, almost all of them, I think, Frank, right? So he's really an asset to the town board and to the community. So we welcome Frank back, and I wish you the best of luck back in your Frank cares very deeply about this community, and he wants to do nothing but the best for all of you and for all the residents of the town of Carmel as well. So after welcoming the two new town board members, we have some swearing-in ceremonies that we're going to be conducting here this evening. I got a call from Judge Jacobellis. He couldn't be with us this evening. He's town council up in the town of Dover, and their meeting's running a little bit longer than he anticipated that it would. He was going to try to join us, but he's not able to be here tonight, but he wanted me to tell all of you, thank you so much for all your support for Judge Jacobellis over the years, and he looks forward to serving as a Carmel Town Justice for all of you for the next 4 years. So Tommy wanted me to let you know that. Yeah, Tommy took his oath of office from Ann Spofford on December 31st. So he's sworn in, but he just couldn't be here for the ceremonious part of it as well. So we have our town clerk, Ann Spofford, all the way down to my right. All the way down to my left is Greg Fulchetti. He's the Carmel Town Council. And Councilman Borelli couldn't be with us this evening. He's on vacation in Florida. He tried to schedule his vacation so he could attend this meeting tonight, but unfortunately, he was not able to do so. So he sends his regrets and he apologizes. He couldn't be with us tonight. So he supports what we're doing tonight, and he supports all of us, and he supports the members of the Town of Carmel Police Department. And he wanted me to let you guys know that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to change it up a little bit. You know, on the agenda, we have that we're going to be swearing in the elected officials first. But really what I like to do is swear our new police officers in first. I think it's important that we swear these officers in first, and we show our support to these brand new police officers. They're 24 years old. They're really young kids as far as I'm concerned. Based on my age, they're young. They're young kids. They're younger than my children. So, but they're starting their careers as a police officer really at the right time and the right ages as well. So, you know, we wish them nothing but the best. And I want to thank all the other police officers that are here tonight in support of the two new officers. And we have a promotion as well. Sergeant Stephen Kunz is going to be promoted to Lieutenant Kunz tonight as well, and all the officers, a lot of the officers are here in support of their sergeant that's being promoted to lieutenant as well. So we have some of that business to take care of first, but really, you know, out of respect and honor for the new police officers, I want to swear them in ahead of the elected officials. I've been sworn in already, so I can administer their oaths tonight as well. So let me talk a little bit about our two new police officers. Where are they? Can you stand up for me, please?
They're standing.
Where are they? Guys, come on up.
Come on up.
Come on up here. I'm only going to talk a little bit about you guys, so. So here's the two newest members of the Town of Carmel Police Department. They've been hired already because they're starting the academy on Monday, Chief? Monday? They're starting the Westchester County Police Academy on Monday. So they've been hired already, but tonight they're officially being sworn in. And Vincent, who's Vincent? Vincent? Okay, Vincent. This is Vincent DeSantola. Did I say that right? Yes. Vincent DeSantola. He's 24 years of age, as I mentioned. His education, he's a graduate of Roy C. Ketchum High School in Wappingers Falls. He's a graduate of Westchester Community College in Valhalla. He's a United States Marine Corps Basic Training, Camp Lejeune, so he's a veteran as well. He got his training at Camp Lejeune. He was an infantry squad leader, and he was discharged with an honorable discharge. Thank you for your service to this country, Vincent. We really appreciate that. He also went to Marist College up in Poughkeepsie, and he's presently working towards his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. So fitting for a police officer that you're pursuing a criminal justice degree. So congratulations with that, and continue your education as well. So our next young police officer is Arthur Klaskowski. Arthur, welcome, Arthur. Arthur's also 24 years of age. His education, he's a graduate of Mahopac High School, so he's a local kid. He resides in Mahopac as well. He went to Pace University in Pleasantville, and he has a bachelor's degree in accounting. So I would encourage you to continue your studies as well. Doesn't have to end here with your bachelor's degree in accounting, but you can pursue your further degrees in criminal justice and law enforcement degrees as well. So just continue doing what you're doing. And you're really joining an awesome police department. These guys are really amazing. It's one of the best in the country as far as I'm concerned. All right, I might be a little biased because I'm a retired sergeant from the Town of Carmel Police Department as well. So I worked there for 26 years. I retired in 2007 to do this, essentially. But it's a great job, awesome career. It's really a rewarding career. And you have an excellent chief of police, Mike Kazari. Listen to them, listen to your superior officers, and also listen to your colleagues as well. All right, but it's a great career. Be safe out there, always. Watch your backs. Never trust anybody. You have to have eyes in the back of your head because you never know what may be going on in somebody else's head. You got to make sure that you stay safe, and the citizens of the Town of Carmel stay safe as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you the tools that you need and the training that you need to get that done, to keep yourself safe, your brother officers safe, and sister officers safe, in the community as well. So we'll prepare you. Do a great job. I know you guys are going to make us proud, and you'll serve the Town of Carmel well. So thank you so much. Appreciate you deciding to go into law enforcement. So all right, before we get started with the swearing in, I'm going to so we're going to swear the officers in first, and then Lieutenant Kunz or Sergeant Kunz, I'll give you the oath as well for Lieutenant. Okay. Okay. Okay, with the families of the two new officers, we're going to start with Vincent DeSantola. Who's going to be holding the Bible for him when he's first swearing in? Family members, come on up. Whoever's going to be doing that.
Where are you going to do it? Here?
His father? Yep. Congratulations on your son. Okay, so Vincent, I need you to put your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Vincent D. Santolo, do solemnly swear
I, Vincent D. Santoro, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
the appointed position of police officer
the appointed position of police officer
in and for the town of Carmel,
in and of the town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my
so
ability.
help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Mr. Deason. Sorry. You're gonna pin the shield on. You have? Hold on. You? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Arthur Koslowski, am I saying it right? Koslowski, where's Arthur? Arthur, all right, so who do you have here from your family that's gonna hold what? Okay, come on up. Place your left hand on, raise your right hand, just repeat after me. I, Arthur Koslowski, do solemnly swear
I, Arthur Koskowski, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
I left off America.
of America
Okay. And the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of
the appointed position of police officer
the appointed position of police officer
in and for the town of Carmel,
in and for the town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of
So
my
help me
ability.
God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Okay. Welcome, guys. You want to do it? You want to do it? Yeah, all right, so let's hold it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that was nice. That was really nice. Welcome, Officer DeSantolo and Officer Kozlowski to the Town of Carmel Police Department. Best of luck. Okay, up next is the promotion of Sergeant Stephen Kunz to the rank of lieutenant in the Carmel Police Department. Just talk a little bit about Sergeant Kunz. I happened to work with him when he first started here. He's an exemplary police officer. He really is very very conscientious and serious about the duties of law enforcement, and he's a tremendous asset to the Carmel Police Department. He's done a great job as patrolman, detective, and sergeant, and now lieutenant. So he's going up through the ranks pretty nicely, Steve. So you're doing a great job, and continue doing what you're doing. So Officer Kunz was hired in August of 2002 with the Carmel Police Department. He was promoted to detective in 2013. He served as a detective until 2016, whereby in 2016 he was promoted to sergeant, and he's held that rank since then. Some of the honors, departmental honors, he's got 3 Meritorious Police Duty Awards. He's got 2 Life-Saving Awards. He's excellent police duty. He's got 10 commendations for that. He's got 3 letters as well for commendation. He's a member of the Fraternal Order of Police, Distinguished Service Award he received in 2009. The Mid-Hudson's Top DWI Officer 2002 and 2012. Second place 2005, 2010, and 2011. So as you can see, he was and he continues to be active, and he was a very active police officer when he was on the road. Bruce, the Elks Lodge 2101 Dedicated Community Service Award that was presented to Sergeant Kunz in November 2015. So he's been a member of the Carmel PBA since 2002 to current. Fraternal Order Police Lodge number 704 member, Board of Advisors since 2003, and past appointed delegate. So Sergeant Kunz is very active, very involved, and he's got too much training and seminars that he's attended that I'm not going to read them all off, but there are multiple training seminars that he's attended. So he's a well-trained police officer, well-educated, and he's respected by his peers and in the community as well. So Sergeant Kunz, you're going to do an excellent job as a lieutenant in the police department as well. So let's go ahead and administer that oath to you. All right, Steve, who's going to hold the Bible for you? You have your family here? Okay. Mrs. Kunz, come on. Good to see you. Haven't seen you. I know. His dad taught him everything he knows. You did, I'm sure you did. Yeah, you did a great job. Okay, so, Sergeant Kunz, place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Stephen Kunz, do solemnly swear
I, Stephen Kunz, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of
and that I'll faithfully discharge the duties of
the appointed position of lieutenant in the Carmel Police Department
the appointed position of lieutenant in the Carmel Police Department
in and for the town of Carmel,
and for the town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Steve. All the best. Well deserved. Yeah, well deserved. Chief, do you have a lieutenant's shield?
I got it. I can't.
Can't prepare, please. All right, who wants to pin the shield on?
Just
Oh. Yeah. You were? When were you got? For 30 years? I didn't know that. That's why I said I told him everything. Mr. Kunz, Steve's dad, had a 30-year career in the city of Yonkers. 30-year police career. That's why he said he taught him everything he knows. Yeah. From Yonkers? Did you know him? No?
Why don't you get by the, there? And Chief, why don't you get on the other side? Those types of-
Before everybody leaves, or before the officers leave, do me a favor. Whoever was either active or retired from the military, please stand up. Please stand up. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. Police, all law enforcement, stand up. If you're retired or active law enforcement, please stand up. Just stand up. Thank you all for your service. Thank you for everything that you do to protect this community and the communities that you work in. It's not an easy job these days, being involved in law enforcement, being a police officer. As I said earlier, always be safe out there. Make sure that you make good decisions and be aware of your surroundings. And we're all very proud of you, and continue what you're doing for the town of Carmel and your respective agencies. So thank you so much for being here, for the hiring of the new officers, and for the promotion of your lieutenant. Thanks so much, guys. All right, so. Okay, so we're gonna continue on with the program. The first elected official to be sworn in is yours truly. So, and I've asked the Honorable Daniel Miller to do the honors of swearing me in. Dan, and can I have my family come up? I have my two sons here tonight, Brett and Chris, and my two daughter-in-laws, Emily and Kate, and my grandbaby-to-be. My daughter-in-law, Kate's expected in April, so the grandbaby-to-be is here too.
Do a group effort. Group effort. Come on.
Chris, you may want to use.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Kenneth Schmidt, do solemnly swear
I, Kenneth Schmidt, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of Town Supervisor
the duties of the office of Town Supervisor
in and for the Town of Carmel,
in and for the Town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Very honored to have this. Thanks so much. Well, thank you all for being here this evening. Assemblyman Byrne is here. Our county executive, Mary Ellen Odell, is here with us tonight. Mary Ellen, thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Neil Sullivan, legislator. Amy Sage, legislator. Kevin McConville is here from Phillipstown, Republican, very active Republican Party. Tony Scanapico, the chairman of the Republican Party for the county and town, is here too. So, and County Court Judge Joe Spofford, thank you for being here, Your Honor. I really do appreciate it. Is there any other elected officials I may? Oh, Assemblyman Byrne. Yeah, Assemblyman Byrne. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Well, I'm very honored, very humbled to be taking the oath of office from what is my 7th term in office. That hasn't been done since 1899. Was the last time that was done by Mr. Emerson Clark. So it hasn't been done in many, many years. So, you know, I'm very proud of what I do. I come to work every day, and it's really to see what I can do to better the town of Carmel and to make things easier and better for the town of Carmel residents, and really to make change for the betterment for the town of Carmel. And I think I've been doing that. We've accomplished a lot over the years, but there's a lot of work to do. It's not going to end here. It's going to continue. We have a new comprehensive plan that we're working on. It's going to probably take a couple of years to develop that. We have a park that we're going to be constructing in downtown Mahopac, along with municipal parking and improvements to lighting and sidewalks. So we have a new airport park that is under construction that will be open probably within the next 6 or 8 months. So, and we have the taxpayers of the town of Carmel that we have to be cognizant of to be able to afford here. So we have to do things right. We have to, do things from a very smart fiscal perspective, and we've been doing that, and we'll continue to do that. I have an excellent town board behind me that we're going to be working collectively with to make sure that we achieve the things that we like to achieve, and we certainly have goals that we'd like to meet, and we're going to continue to work hard to make sure that that gets done. And you have my pledge as the town supervisor and my obligation to you as the voters who put me here, that I will continue to work hard day in and day out to make sure that I achieve my personal goals and where I think the town of Carmel should go now and into the future. And I think we've worked on that, and it's a work in progress. And I promise you we'll continue to deliver that service that you all expect. And we work with our leaders from the county of Putnam as well. We work collectively together. It's not just the town of Carmel, it's the county, the town, and the state that has to work together. Because if you're not working together, you're really shortchanging yourself. So, Mary Ellen, I know you've been working with us over the years, and I know you'll continue to support the town of Carmel as a town of Carmel resident as well. And so we're looking for good things to happen. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Ann Pasquarello. Ann Pasquarello has been with me from day one, from January. God bless her is right. From January 1, 2008, when I took office, Ann was my administrative assistant then, and she is now, and she does an amazing job. She really runs the office, let's face it. I'm the town supervisor, but that woman there, Ann Pasquarello. Yeah, thank you so much, Ann. And she's probably going to be angry at me and mad at me. Tell me tomorrow, you shouldn't have done that. But I should do it, because really, Ann, without you by my side, things wouldn't be getting done the way they get done, right? So you need somebody like you with the experience you have and the knowledge that you have. And thank you so much for that. And where's Greg? Greg Fulchetti has been with me from day one also. Greg Fulchetti is one of the best, if not the best, municipal attorneys anywhere, right? The guy is great. He does an amazing job, and he's kept me out of trouble all these years, and I guess he's going to continue to do that because he's staying with me as well for the next at least 2 years. So, and my children, Brett and Chris, and my daughter-in-laws, thank you so much for being here. My middle son, Brad, he's at work tonight down in New York, down in the city, and he couldn't make it. He called me earlier to tell me that he couldn't make it, and he apologized. But work is work, and he had to be down at work tonight, so he's down there now. But guys, I love you. Thank you so much for all your support that you've given me over the years. I know it's not an easy job being the town supervisor. I'm taken away a lot of times from family events and obligations, and I'm going to try to be there more, especially with my grandchild coming in April, Kate. So I'm really looking forward to that. Mike Simone tells me it's a life changer. It's a game changer for you when you have a grandchild, and I'm looking forward to my first as well. So, and I, love you guys, and thanks so much. So, with that said, I know we have a lot of business to take care of tonight, but I wanted to get all that in. And really, my entire staff that works for the town of Carmel, police, highway, Mike Simone, your staff, your deputy highway superintendent, you guys do an amazing job. Everybody in this building, Jimmy Gilchrist over at Recreation, they all do a fantastic job, and that's what really makes the town of Carmel work and makes me look good at the job that I do. So if you don't have good people working for you, it's really not a benefit to you at all. But I have a great staff. So thank you all so much. I look forward to the next 2 years, and God bless all of you. God bless the United States of America. Thanks for being here. Okay, so the next elected official to be sworn in is Councilman Frank Lombardi, and he's being sworn in by the Honorable Joseph Spofford. Frank, you want to?
Kenny, I also want to call up, obviously, my son and daughter, my mom, my niece, Elia, the other one's at gymnastics, and my brother is here as well, but he's going to be taking some pictures. Or Amy can take pictures, and you can get him to him, like, you just have to walk, like 5 to 6 steps, and you'll be fine. I also want to call up some guys who've been very, very important to me over the last couple of years. Those are my Knights of Columbus brothers, Bob as well, Mike, Neil, Kevin, if you guys can come up as well.
I could have called you.
My daughter and my niece.
Years ago, very good friend, professional colleague, Frank Lombardi, invited me to administer his oath of office when he first became elected as a town councilman. It was an honor, a privilege back then to do so, because I knew Frank very well, and I knew of Frank's commitment to public service. Frank had been a member of the Environmental Conservation Board, he'd been a member of the Planning Board, been a volunteer with the Mahopac Sports Association, a member of the Knights of Columbus. And I knew Frank was dedicated and committed to serve the interests of the people of the town of Carmel. That confidence that I had in Frank 10 years ago proved to be accurate. Frank served as a councilman for 2 terms with honor, with integrity, with distinction, rose to the level of deputy supervisor. He earned that. Frank, the people of the town of Carmel trust you. They have confidence in you. And Frank, once again, they're depending upon you as their leader of this community. So Frank, it's an honor for me to administer your oath of office second time.
Yes, sir.
You can invite me back 10 years. Frank, I want you to take your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Frank D. Lombardi,
I, Frank D. Lombardi,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will defend and support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Town Councilman
of the office of Town Councilman
in and for the town of Carmel
in and for the town of Carmel
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Councilman.
So Greg asked me how long my speech was, and I told him I've been working on it for about 2 years. Stay, Bob, stay here. It's indeed an honor and a privilege again to be elected by the people of the town of Carmel to serve. I thought I was going to get a little bit of a honeymoon. Apparently not. I got a text message yesterday morning from a former councilman who complained to me that his garbage wasn't picked up and that he had a pothole in front of his house. I told him, you got the same text? Yeah, I told him to write his congressman. But in all seriousness, I want to thank Councilman Lupinacci and Councilman Snyder for their 8 years of dedicated service to the town of Carmel. Good friends, and their hearts were always in the right place. You get to learn a lot, and Mary Ellen told me this. I didn't want to hear it, but I guess when you step away from government for a little while, you get a good perspective, and you taught me that, and you told me that, but I learned from that. And over the past 2 years, I stepped back, I watched, I paid attention, I kept, to myself, my head down, and decided with the Chairman Scanapico, who's stood by me back then and longer, that he didn't really give me a choice to run. He said, "You're running." So with that, I was very happy to do so, and very much happy to be running with my Knights of Columbus brother and good friend, Bob Schnall, who, let me tell you something, when you campaign with someone door to door for months upon months and nights upon nights, even though his wife wasn't happy with it, but we did lose a couple of pounds each, right, Bob? Yeah, oh, well, I could honestly say he is a good man who will do a great job for the town of Carmel. Thank my children for being here as well. My dad is home. My oldest son, Anthony, is on vacation in Florida for another day. I don't know if he wants to come back or not. I don't blame him. When you step away from government, or when you're in government, everybody's your friend. And when you step back, some of those friends kind of disappear. So you learn who actually is your friend and who is not your true friends. And there's a lot of good ones who stood by me for a long time. So I will remember those people throughout. But we're here to do a job. We're here to serve the town of Carmel, all 37,000 residents. But Kenny, it's more than just those residents that we have to acknowledge. We are the county seat of government. Not only are there 37,000 people dependent upon us, but there's probably another 137,000 who are watching what we do here in the town of Carmel. I hope to bring my professionalism back, my experience in government, my experience in law, and looking forward to working with my colleagues, former, present, and future and present as well, colleagues, as we take our positions in government tonight for the next 4 years or so. Thank you, Your Honor, for the kind words. It meant a lot to me that you were here 10 years ago when you said something very similar, but it's again my honor to have you speak here and swear me in tonight. So again, thank you very much, and let's get to work.
Okay, the next elected official to be sworn in is Councilman Robert Schnall by the Honorable Joseph Spofford.
If I could, like to have my family come up. My wife and my son Robert are here with me tonight. My other son, my youngest son Jonathan, is working up at Thunder Ridge, and my other son is up in Maine. My daughter's also working with my wife Marlene and my son Robert. Also would like to invite my brother Knights up, and I'd like to recognize a few friends here that really helped me out along the way. Kevin Burns, Mike Johnson, my neighbor, Pete Feldman, Marion Odell, Neil Sullivan, Kevin McConville, and the Honorable Judge. There's just so many people that I really have to give thanks to. A year ago, this all came together. I decided to go at it and run for the position. And I really have a lot of respect to our elected officials. It's a lot of work to get to the public to really, back you and have confidence and faithfulness in you. And I'm here to do the best job that I possibly can. I want to be actively engaged and actively involved in the community. My phone's always on. If anybody has any questions, comments, and concerns, always welcome to call me. But anyway, I could go on and on.
You ready?
I'm ready.
That was supposed to be after you were sworn in.
I usually get to go first.
Pull out order.
I'm learning. Baby steps.
I got to know Robert very well during the course of this past summer and fall as we campaigned together throughout the town of Carmel. And I can tell you, I witnessed firsthand his dedication, his commitment to the people of the town of Carmel. We would stop at many houses along the way. And Robert, together with Frank, would spend as much time as necessary within that home answering all of the residents' questions, because I could tell that they both shared a commitment and a dedication to public service. Robert, much like Frank, I'm very confident that you will be an outstanding town board member. You have a demonstrated history of public service. You're a decorated police officer, and we respect that. So with that, I'm going to say to you that I have great expectations for you, and I expect that you will serve this community with integrity and honor, much like your colleague, Ms. Lombardi has.
Thank you.
Robert, please place your right hand on the Bible, raise your left hand, repeat after me. I, Robert F. Channel,
I, Robert F. Sheinel Jr.,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Town Councilman
of the office of Town Councilman
in and for the town of Carmel
in and for the town of Carmel
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Councilman.
I'd also like to, I can't forget the most important person, my wife Marlene, for putting up with all this whole year and running around and not being home and trying to juggle life and other jobs and family, but it all, and 2 dogs, sometimes the cat. But we did good and put it together, and here we are, and I'm happy. I'm very happy to be here, and thank you all.
Okay, congratulations, Frank and Bob. We look forward to hitting the ground running and getting to work with you guys. All right, next to be sworn in is Town of Carmel Highway Superintendent Mike Simone, and Michael's being sworn in by Honorable Daniel Miller. Mike?
I'd like to ask my son and my future daughter-in-law, my son Michael and future daughter-in-law Leanne, up here. Hold my Bible, please.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Michael Simone,
I, Michael Simone,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the Office of Superintendent of Highways
the duties of the office of Superintendent of Highways
in and for the town of Carmel,
in and for the town of Carmel,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
I'm going to be short and sweet. My other 2 children could not be here tonight. One is working, and the other one is home with my 2 grandchildren, who are 3 and 14 months. And as Kenny, it's a pure joy to have grandchildren. It's amazing. I will say that my first term in office in 2000, Dan Miller's father swore me in, and it's an honor to have Dan swear me in. So I want to thank him. But and I listen. The biggest thing I got to say is that the workers at the Highway Department for the town of Carmel are unbelievable, and they make me look good. And I want to thank them for everything they do. Thank you.
Okay, so that completes the swearing-in ceremonies for the elected officials, police officers, and the lieutenant promotion. I want to thank everyone for attending tonight's town board meeting. The elected officials from the county level, thank you so much, Mary Ellen, everybody for being here. I think there's a town board member from Southeast. Gentlemen? John? Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. Judges, Your Honor, Honorable Spofford and Honorable Miller, thank you all for being here to swear us in the oath of office. And the Honorable Mike O'Brien from the Knights of Columbus.
As he's
Mike,
sneaking out.
As he's sneaking out, thanks for being here. That the Irish goodbye, Mike? What you do all the time now? All right. All right, so family members of those who were sworn in, thank you for being here, for your loved ones taking the oath of office tonight. We really appreciate that. Sorry that Anthony couldn't be here with us tonight, and my son Brad couldn't be here with us either. So we tried to get them here, but sometimes it's difficult. But so here's your town board, minus Councilman Borelli. As I said, he couldn't be with us tonight. So tonight's our business meeting. It's the organizational meeting. I have 50 resolutions that we have to read tonight, 5-0. So I'll be reading tonight as well, so we can get through them pretty quickly. You don't have to stay for all these resolutions if you'd like to, and you have a bored life, you just want to hang out with us, feel free to stay. But if you'd like to leave, I'll understand that. And thank you so much for being here, and happy, healthy New Year. And we'll see you guys soon. Coach, thanks for being here, Coach. All right, thank you all. Have a good night. What's your brother's name? No, I understand. Oh, what's your brother's name? Hey, Danny, Dr. Daniel, how's your son doing in his first grade class? His teacher was here tonight, right? Yeah, he says your son's amazing. Brilliant kid, very smart kid, and he's easy to teach because he catches on so quickly. So you have a great son there. All right, it's a family trait, Frank just said. Good night, Mr. Lombardi. Give my best to Mr. Lombardi. All right? Frank, you take care. Alexa, thanks for being here. Okay, so I guess everybody else is going to stay with us. Okay. And we have the press here, too. Thanks, Mr. Cunningham from the Putnam County Courier. Doug, thanks for being here. Bob Dumas from the Hopac News. And, ma'am, are you with the Examiner? Yes. And what's your name? Abby? Abby? Okay, Abby, thanks for being here and covering this as well. Really appreciate it. Bella, hi. Thanks for being here, Bella. Okay. And the Chamber's represented, too, by Miss Dinah Corey. Thanks, Tom. And Nicole's here for her dad, place of her dad. You want to take a seat over here? Oh, and our Deputy Highway Superintendent, Mike Martin, who's doing a great job, Mike. Now we got everybody. Okay, good. That's my biggest fear is I leave somebody out. That's not good. Okay, so again, 50 agenda items. This is our annual business meeting where we set resolutions with respect to town business for the next 12 months. It's our organizational meeting. And the first item on the agenda, resolution number 1, Councilman Schnabel, would you please read it? Setting seating order for town board members. Resolution number 1. Snyder. I almost said Schneider. Sorry.
It's similar.
Sorry about that.
Resolution number 1, resolution setting seating order of the town board members. Resolved that the town board members will be seated as follows, left to right. Facing the dais, Robert Channel, Suzanne McDonough, Kenneth Schmidt, Frank Lombardi, and Michael Borelli. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Lombardi. I have to get used to saying your guys' names again. Not yours, Susie.
Yeah.
Roll call vote?
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes. Motion carried. Resolution number 2 is a resolution setting a roll call voting order for town board members. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 2, please?
Sure, resolved that the roll call voting order of the town board shall be as follows: Robert Chanel, Michael Borelli, Frank Lombardi, Suzanne McDonough, Kenneth Schmidt. I offer the resolution as read.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote?
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but let's do this one, and then we'll go to that.
Okay. Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. What the town clerk is suggesting is, and I know I did this last year too, we don't have to do roll call votes on all these agenda items. Some we do, others we don't. So I'll just, at the end of it, when it's seconded, I'll say all in favor, and we'll do it that way rather than a roll call vote. So, but there may be a couple that I'm going to ask for a roll call vote. Okay. Couple we need to, yeah. Okay, so resolution number 3 is a resolution establishing dates, time, and location of town board meeting and work sessions. I'm going to read that. Resolved that all regular meetings for the town board of the town of Carmel shall be held on the first and third Wednesdays of each month, commencing Wednesday, January 15th, 2020, at the Town Hall, 60 McAlpin Avenue, Mahopac, New York, at 7 p.m. Be it further resolved that all work sessions of the town board of the town of Carmel shall be held on the second and fourth Wednesdays of each month, commencing Wednesday, January 8th, 2020. That'll be a work session on January 8th, with the exception of the fifth Wednesdays where there shall be no meetings. So on the fifth, when there's a month with 5 Wednesdays, I think there's 2 each year, maybe 3, with the exception of the month of February, where the following work session shall be held on Thursday, February 13th, instead of Wednesday, February 12th, and Thursday, April 9th. Bob, you're going to need to get a copy of this resolution, just to keep track of it. Wednesday, February 12th, and Thursday, April 9th, instead of Wednesday, April 8th, and Tuesday, November 10th, instead of Wednesday, November 11th, and Tuesday, November 24th, instead of Wednesday, November 25th. That's because holidays are falling on these Wednesdays, and we're not going to have the meeting on a holiday, or some cases the date before the holiday. And the month of December, when no meeting shall be held on the fourth Wednesday. All work sessions shall be held at the Town of Carmel Town Hall, 60 McAlpin Avenue, Mahopac, New York, at 7 p.m., with the exception of Wednesday, April 22nd. Bob, this is your Hamlet meeting. April 22nd, 2020, which shall be held in the Hamlet of Carmel at the Carmel Firehouse, Vink Drive, Carmel, New York. So once a year, we bring the town board meeting up to the Hamlet of Carmel residents so they can attend the town board meeting up in the Hamlet as opposed to driving down here. So I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next, resolution number 4. Councilman Lombardi, would you read this one? It's a resolution setting rules of order for town board meetings.
Resolved that the rules of order for the town board meetings shall be Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next resolution, number 5, it's a resolution setting, appointing of police commissioners. Councilman Schnabel, would you read Resolution 5, please?
Resolution number 5, resolution appointing police commissioners. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby appoints all members of the town board to serve as the Board of Police Commissioners. I offer this as read.
Okay,
Second?
seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next resolution, number 6, is a resolution designating official newspapers of the town of Carmel. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 6, please?
Sure. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel designates the Putnam County Courier and the Mahopac News as the official newspapers of the town of Carmel for the year 2020 at the unit rates referenced in the proposals filed in the office of the town clerk. And be further resolved that in those situations where the town is required by law to publish in a daily newspaper, the daily news is hereby designated as the daily newspaper in which publication shall be made. I offer this resolution as read.
Susie, just one correction. You
Yep.
said the Daily News, the Journal News.
Journal News.
Yeah, just a correction on that.
I don't
Journal
know,
News.
is the Daily News
You said
even
Daily News,
around?
yeah.
Is it even
It's
around
not even,
anymore?
I don't even think it's around anymore.
I know.
It might be. Yeah, it is, but it's not around here.
Damn.
I don't think.
Sorry,
That's
thank
all-
you.
Okay, you're welcome. Roll call vote?
Councilman Channel?
Aye.
Councilman Lombardi?
Yeah.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 7, is a resolution designating official depositories. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby designates any commercial bank authorized to do business in the state of New York as an official depository for the Town of Carmel funds and investments, provided that all deposits are properly collateralized in accordance with the New York State law, and hereby authorizes the town supervisor to deposit funds in any authorized depository for fiscal year 2020 in order to obtain the maximum rate of interest on all said deposits. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Let me get a roll call vote on that, too, please.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi. Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Resolution number 8, it's a resolution designating an insurance agent. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 8?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Brown & Brown of New York, Inc., doing business as Spain Agency, 625 Route 6, Mahopac, New York, as insurance agents and brokers of record for the Town of Carmel for the year 2020. I look for the resolution as well.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 9, is a resolution authorizing petty cash funds for fiscal year 2020. Councilman Shannell, would you read 9, please?
Resolution number 9, resolution authorizing petty cash funds for fiscal year 2020. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the establishment of petty cash funds in the following departments at the following amounts for the fiscal year 2020. Supervisor, $200. Receiver of taxes, $500. Justice Court, $200. Recreation, $200. Town Clerk, $200. Police Chief, $200. Building Maintenance, $100. Superintendent of Highways, $200. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next resolution, number 10, is a resolution setting mileage rate for fiscal year 2020. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 10, please?
Sure, resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby establishes the mileage reimbursement rate for 2020 at the IRS rate for 2020. I offer this resolution as read.
Okay, and that's 58 cents a mile for 2020. I need a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next resolution, number 11. Resolution setting rates for 2020 Highway Department temporary help. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the following rates for Highway Department temporary help for fiscal year 2020. Private plowers, minimum of a 2500 series truck. That's a one-ton truck with a plow at $60 an hour, and drivers, labor only in town trucks at $30 an hour. Let's hope we don't need them. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next resolution, number 12, is a resolution designating council members as liaisons to special committees. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 12, please?
Sure. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby designates the following town council members as liaisons to for the following purposes. Councilman Mike Morelli, liaison to Police Department, Highway Department, Special Legal Counsel, other governmental agencies, including county, state, and school districts and libraries.
Need a green light
Why didn't you tell me that before?
on. Because Dominic just told me.
Should I start all over again, Dominic? Council, Lake Park District Advisory Boards and Townwide Garbage Districts. Councilwoman Suzanne McDonough, liaison to Planning Board, Recreation, Cable TV Advisory Board, other governmental agencies, including county, state, and school districts, liaison to the Hamlet of Carmel Civic Association and other local chambers of commerce, Townwide Garbage District. Councilman Frank Lombardi, liaison to Highway Department, pay attention, Recreation, Special Legal Counsel, and other governmental agencies, including county, state, and school districts and libraries, and all administrative boards, including Planning, Zoning, ECB, Ethics Board, and libraries, and all Lake Park District Advisory Boards. And Councilman Shannell, liaison to Police Department and administrative boards, including Zoning, ECB, and Ethics Board, liaison to the Hamlet of Carmel Civic Association and other governmental agencies, including county, state, and school districts, and the local chamber of commerce. I offer this long resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 13, is a resolution acknowledging designation of deputy supervisor. Councilman Shannell, would you read 13, please?
Resolution number 13, resolution acknowledging designation of deputy supervisor. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the designation by Supervisor Schmidt of Suzanne McDonough as Deputy Supervisor. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
You have to abstain for your own deputy supervisor
Abstain.
position. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
She
I
should.
can?
She
No,
should?
she should.
Oh, he said you
Yeah,
should.
Greg said I should. I should abstain,
All right,
because
abstain.
it's about me.
Yes, yes, motion carries. 3 yeses, 1 abstention. Congratulations, Susie.
Thank you.
I know you've done a good job. I know you're going to continue to do a good job.
I will.
You know, we may have had our differences from time to time.
Always.
And, you know, we've always been respectful of one another. And I can appreciate having differences. You can't always agree on everything.
Yeah.
You know, and you are going to disagree. But when you disagree, you have to be respectful of one another
Yeah.
because of
And-
that.
And I think we have, and I want to thank you, Kenny, for giving me the confidence and having the confidence in me to continue. And I'm going to do my damnedest and my hardest to, you know, live up to your expectations and to be, you know, your right-hand person.
I
all
appreciate
right?
that, Susie.
And-
Thank
and
you so
I-
much.
And I won't yell.
And no. And I won't either. I try not to. But thank you for that, Susie. I appreciate it. So,
Thank Thanks.
looking forward to another good year. Okay, next resolution, number 14, is a resolution appointing town comptroller. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 14, please?
Yes, resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Mary Ann Maxwell as Town Comptroller for a term ending December 31st, 2021, at the salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Okay, I'll second it. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
With pleasure.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, with pleasure also. And I just want to congratulate and thank Mary Ann Maxwell, my town comptroller. She's been with me also from day one, back in January 1st of 2008. Mary Ann does an amazing job with your money. She's a great steward of the money, and she's got a great fiscal mind, and she's really done an amazing job. Through the years, you know, when we had difficult times during the economic recession, even then, you know, she was very careful with your money, and I'm proud to say that now, Frank, you know about this, our fund balance, our reserves are back up to about $10 million in the town of Carmel. So we're at one time during the economic recession down to about $3 million in our fund balance. So to get it back up to where it is now, we have a very healthy fund balance. The finances in the town of Carmel are extremely healthy. We have a AA1 Moody's bond rating, which is really great. And you know, I just want to thank Mary Ann. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you so much for all you do for the residents, for me, the board, and the residents of the town of Carmel. You do a great job. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 15, is a resolution acknowledging the appointment of confidential secretary to town supervisor. It's my pleasure to read this. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the appointment of Supervisor Ken Schmidt of Ann Pasquarello as confidential secretary to the supervisor effective January 1, 2020, for term ending December 31st, 2021, at the salary contained in the 2020 budget. I very happily offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
With pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes, with
Supervi-
pleasure.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Absolutely, with pleasure. And motion carries. And thank you so much for all you do. I know I'm a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes, a little stubborn, a little bit thick-headed, but you straighten me out. And that frying pan that you have, you know, I got all the knots on my head to prove that it's a strong one. So, Ann, thanks so much for all you do. I'm serious about that. You do a great job. Thank you. Okay, so next resolution, number 16, is a resolution appointing assistant to the town board. Councilman Lombardi, would you read that?
Sure. Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Ann Pasquarello as Assistant to the Town Board effective January 1, 2020, for a term ending December 31st, 2021, at the salary contained in the 2020 budget. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes, with pleasure.
Councilman Lombardi?
With pleasure, yes.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, again, with pleasure. Thank you. Thanks again, Ann.
Annie, for everything you do.
Okay, next resolution, number 17, is a resolution appointing the Registrar of Vital Statistics. Councilman Shano, would you read 17, please?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Ann Spofford as Town of Carmel Registrar of Vital Statistics as of January 1st, 2020, at the salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, with pleasure. Ann does a great job as the town clerk and the Register of Vital Statistics. Thank you, Ann. Motion carried. Okay, next resolution, number 18, is a resolution acknowledging appointments of deputy town clerks. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 18, please?
Yes, resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the appointments by Town Clerk Ann M. Spotford of Alice Daly as First Deputy Town Clerk and Bella Simidoma as Second Deputy Town Clerk at the salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, with pleasure. Thank you. Congratulations. And Bella's here. Bella Simidoma is here. Bella, you do a great job also. I can attest to that from being in my office for 10 years or so. But I know you're doing a great job with the town clerk, and congratulations for your appointment tonight as the second deputy registrar of vital statistics. Thank you.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Bella.
Thanks, Bella. Thanks for being here also, Bella. Okay, next resolution, 19, is a resolution acknowledging appointment of deputy of vital statistics. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the appointment of Town Clerk Ann M. Spofford of Alice Daly as Deputy Registrar of Vital Statistics and Bella Simidomo as Sub-Registrar of Vital Statistics at the salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you, and congratulations again. Okay, next resolution, number 20, is a resolution acknowledging appointment of Deputy Highway Superintendent. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 20?
Sure. Resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the appointment by Highway Superintendent Michael Simoni of Michael Martin as Deputy Highway Superintendent at the salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, that's with pleasure. Motion carried. Mike Martin, you do a great job as Deputy Highway Superintendent. I don't work with you day in and day out, but I see you out there. You're driving around all hours of the day and night on the road, checking the roads and making sure that they're taken care of. And, you do a great job with that. And Mike, good selection for your deputy. Congratulations. Have a great year, guys. Thank you.
Michael, congratulations and thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 21, is a resolution acknowledging appointment of town historian. Councilman Shano, would you read 21, please?
Resolution 21, resolution acknowledging appointment of the town historian. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the reappointment by Supervisor Kenneth Schmidt of James Meyer as the Town of Carmel Town Historian. I offer the resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. And Jim Meyer is doing a great job as the town historian. I'm going to be working a little bit more closely with him in this coming year to reorganize the Historical Society. It's been a little inactive over the years, only because of the members of the Historical Society. So we're going to try to rejuvenate that, reactivate it. They're aging out. Basically, I didn't want to say that, but Highway Superintendent said that. They are aging out. They've done a wonderful job as the Historical Society members, but they're having a difficult time maintaining the Historical Society because of what Highway Superintendent Mike Simoni said. They're aging out a little bit. They're aging, not aging out, but aging. So we're going to get some new membership in there, and you're going to see a lot more being done with the Historical Society in 2020. So thank you. All right. So, Councilman Schneider, just a point of order, point of business. You don't have to read the resolution number.
Okay.
All right. So the title. Or the title. Just because I'll read the resolution number and the title, so you just read from there down.
Okay.
All right. Okay, next resolution We did the historian, so next resolution, number 22, is a resolution acknowledging appointment of Deputy Receiver of Taxes. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 22?
Shall resolve that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the appointment by Receiver of Taxes Kathleen Kraus of Gary Kierning as Deputy Receiver of Taxes at the salary contained in the 2020 budget is adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, yes, with pleasure. Gary Kiernan is doing a great job as the Deputy Receiver of Taxes with Kathleen Kraus as well. Kathleen is doing a great job also in the Tax Receiver's Office. So thank you so much for all you do in the Receiver's Office. Okay, next resolution, number 23, is a resolution appointing Chairman of the Town of Carmel Planning Board. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Craig Papria as Chairman of the Town of Carmel Planning Board for the year 2020. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Next resolution, number 24, is a resolution appointing Vice Chairman of the Carmel Planning Board. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 24?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Anthony Giannico as Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Planning Board for the year 2020. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. We're halfway there, folks. We're going to keep moving along. Okay, number 25 is a resolution appointing Chairman of the Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals. Councilman Shannon, would you read 25, please?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints John Maxwell as Chairman of the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals for the year 2020. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, 26, is a resolution appointing Vice Chairman of the Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 26?
Shall resolve that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Philip Aglietti as Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals for the year 2020. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, number 27, resolution making appointment to the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints John Starach, or Starace, to the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals for a term commencing January 1st, 2020, and expiring December 31st, 2024. Roll call vote.
Second.
I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Second.
Sorry. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. I'd like to thank John Starace for his service to the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals. Okay, next resolution, number 28, is a resolution appointing Chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 28?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Robert Laga as Chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board for the year 2020. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 29, is a resolution appointing Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board. Councilman Shannon, would you read 29?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Nicholas Fannin as Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board for the year 2020. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 30, is a resolution setting salaries for fiscal year 2020 for certain officials of the town and for employees of the town not covered by a collective bargaining agreement. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 30, please?
Shall resolve that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the salaries for fiscal year 2020 for the following officials and employees of the town not covered under the terms of the collective bargaining agreement: Town Comptroller, Town Engineer, Receiver of Taxes, Town Justices, Director of Parks and Recreation, Town Assessor, Deputy Town Clerks, Deputy Highway Superintendent, Deputy Receiver of Taxes, Confidential Secretary, the Supervisor, and Assistant to the Town Board, at the amount set forth in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes. Motion carried. Hold on, let me see that again. No, we're going to leave it on because of the, we changed, it's only for 3 months. It's
Oh,
only
that's right, that's right.
It's only until March 31st.
Yep, got
Okay.
it.
All right. So next resolution is number 31. I'll be reading that. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby accepts the proposal of Patrick Cleary of Cleary Consulting, Northport, New York, for the provisions of planning consultant services commencing immediately through March 31st, 2020, and not to exceed $17,500. And be it further resolved that upon presentation of insurance certificates in form and content satisfactory to council, Supervisor Ken Schmidt is authorized to execute a contract for said services and any other documentation necessary to accept the aforementioned proposal. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes. Motion
This
carried.
is just through March,
Yeah,
right?
March 31st of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next resolution, number 32, is a resolution, request for proposals for planning consulting services for the town of Carmel. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 32?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes Town Engineer Richard Franzetti, P.E., to solicit requests for proposals for planning consulting services for the Town of Carmel. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Resolution 33 is a resolution making appointments to the Town of Carmel Lake Cassie Park District Advisory Board. Councilman Shannon, would you read 33, please?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints the following residents to the Town of Carmel Lake Cassie Park District Advisory Board for the term commencing retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and expiring December 31st, 2020. John Aquina, Teresa DePace, Stacy Ann Kelly, Kim Kugler, William Sinclair, Scott Sturbines. I offer this resolution as
Second.
read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I want to thank all those Lake Cassie Park District Advisory Board members. They do a fantastic job for the Lake Cassie Park District. They're really very active. They've really turned that place around over there. And their newsletters, everybody's seen them, I believe, when they come out. They're so well done. There's a lot of color in them, and they're very informative to the residents in that park district. So I want to thank all those members of the Lake Cassie Park District for all you do and all you continue to do. Okay, next resolution, number 34, is a resolution making appointments to the Town of Carmel Lake Mahopac Park District Advisory Board. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 34?
Shall resolve that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints the following residents to the Town of Carmel Lake Mahopac Park District Advisory Board for the term commencing retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and expiring December 31st, 2020. Compton, Spain, Jay Crawford, Charles Langlitz, James Maxwell, and Robert Frankel. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. And I also want to acknowledge and thank all those members of the Lake Mahopac Park District Advisory Board for all that they do for the residents of the Lake Mahopac Park District. There's a lot of work that they've done and that they continue to do, so I just want to give them some kudos, that keep on doing what you're doing, and you're doing a great job. Appreciate everything. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, number 35, is a resolution authorizing attendance of officers and employees to attend the Association of Towns Conference. Whereas the annual meeting of the Training School Association of Towns is held in New York, from February 16th through the 19th, 2020. Whereas in the past, the information and training available at said meeting and the seminars conducted there had proved to be helpful to the town officers and employees in their performance of their duties. It is in the best interest of the town of Carmel to have certain of its officers and employees attend such training and meetings. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorize the following officers and employees of the town to attend the Association of Towns Conference in New York, and that the reasonable and necessary expenses of said persons be reimbursed by the town upon audit and approval by the town comptroller to the extent reserved in the 2020 conference and seminars line of the court budget. Judge Thomas Jacobellis, Judge Daniel Miller, Patricia Jenna, Town Court Clerk, Francine Schmansky, Senior Account Clerk, Maria Paprocki, Clerk to Town Justice, Lisa Lacudara, Clerk to Town Justice. Be it further resolved that the entire town board of the Town of Carmel is also authorized to attend the Association of Towns Conference in New York, New York, and that the reasonable and necessary expenses be reimbursed by the town upon audit and approved by the Town Comptroller's Office. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, next resolution, number 36, is a resolution designated Town of Carmel delegate in the 2020 Association of Towns Annual Business Session. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 36?
Resolved that Councilman Robert Schnall is hereby designated as the voting delegate, and Supervisor Ken Schmidt is hereby designated as the alternative voting delegate of the Town of Carmel to the 2020 Annual Business Session of the Association of Towns of the State of New York, to be held in New York City from February 16th through the 19th, 2020, and are hereby authorized to cast votes of the Town of Carmel pursuant to Section 6 of Article 3 of the Constitution and bylaws of said association. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next resolution, number 37, resolution adopting Town of Carmel 2020 subject matter list and office retention schedule. Councilman Shannon, would you read that, please? 37.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Ann Spofford, Town Clerk, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby adopts the Town of Carmel 2020 subject matter list and record retention schedule as pre-filled with the Town Clerk. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next resolution, number 38, is a resolution for review and renewal Town of Carmel procurement policy. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 38?
Sure. Whereas Section 104-B of the General Municipal Law requires the governing body of every municipality to annually review their official procurement policy for the purchases of all goods and services which are not required by law to be publicly bid. And whereas the town board deems that no revisions are necessary at this time, now, therefore, be it resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby renews the procurement policy which is attached hereto and made a part hereof, and designates the town comptroller's office to distribute the policy to all department heads. And be further resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby designates the responsible purchasing agents and titles as set forth within the aforesaid policy. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, 39, is a resolution establishing seasonal and temporary and part-time workers' wage rates. Resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the seasonal, temporary, full-time workers' maximum wage rates for the following title, effective retroactive to January 1st, 2020. Seasonal and part-time, full-time workers, position and/or title, hourly wage rate based on cumulative hours of service. 0 to 500 hours, $12.50. 501 hours to 1,000 hours, $13.50. 1,001 hours to 1,500 hours, $14.50. 1,501 hours and above, $15.50. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Okay, next resolution, 40, is a resolution setting rates for 2020 part-time temporary help. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 40?
Resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby sets the following rates for part-time temporary help in the following departments for fiscal year 2020. This resolution has 4 columns in it, detailing different departments with the minimum and maximum rates, and I offer this resolution as pre-filed with the Town Clerk.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote?
Councilman Shannon?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt?
Yes, motion carried. Okay, we're almost there, 10 to go. Councilman Shannon, would you read 41? It's a resolution making appointments to the Recreation and Parks Advisory Committee.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby reappoints Dave Fafaro and Joyce Pacone to the Town of Carmel Recreation and Parks Advisory Committee for the term retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and expiring December 31st, 2022. I offer this resolution as read.
I second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes, with pleasure.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, 42, is a resolution authorizing the town supervisor to sign stipulation of agreement changing salary group of senior recreation leader job title. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 42?
Sure resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes the town supervisor to sign a stipulation of agreement effective January 1st, 2020. The senior recreation leader job title shall be placed at a salary group 8 as specified in Appendix E of the collective bargaining agreement between the town and Local 840, CSEA, AFSCME, AFL-CIO, and was modified and extended by a memorandum of agreement with a duration of January 1st, 2018 to December 31st, 2021, the CBA. Be further resolved that pursuant to the above referenced stipulation of agreement, effective January 1st, 2020, senior recreation leader Nina Kalameyer, employee number 2583, shall be placed at a step 1 of Group 8 salary as specified in the Appendix E of the CBA and shall receive retroactive pay accordingly. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, with pleasure. Nina Kalmeyer does an excellent job as a senior rec leader for the Recreation Department. She's Jimmy Gilchrist's right-hand and left-hand person, too, so she does an amazing job and much deserved, well-deserved. Okay, next resolution, 43, is a resolution authorizing the town supervisor to sign a stipulation agreement adding job title of receptionist/office assistant and making an appointment. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes the town supervisor to sign a stipulation of agreement effective January 1, 2020, adding the job title of receptionist/office assistant shall be placed at a salary group 3 as specified in Appendix E of the collective bargaining agreement between the town of Carmel, the town and local 840 CSEA, AFSCME, AFL-CIO, and was modified and extended by a memorandum of agreement with a duration of January 1st, 2018 to December 31st, 2021, the CBA. Be it further resolved that pursuant to the above referenced stipulation of agreement and pursuant to New York State Civil Service Law, Section 55A, effective January 1st, 2020, Lori Woolman, employee number 1837, shall be appointed to said position at Step 1, Group 3 salary as specified in Appendix E of the CBA and shall receive retroactive pay accordingly. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you, and Lori does a great job, too,
Yeah, she's
as
always,
as a receptionist.
yep.
Okay, next, number 44, is a resolution making permanent appointment of senior account clerk 2 in the Town of Carmel Highway Department. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 44?
Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby permanently appoints Stacy Norton to senior account clerk 2 in the town of Carmel Highway Department retroactive to January 1, 2020, and subject to the provisions of the Civil Service Law and the Civil Service Rules and Regulation. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Channel and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried, thank you. Ian, do we need to do a roll call on all of these, making permanent appointments, or no? What do you think? Greg? We should? Okay. All right, next, 45, resolution making permanent appointment of senior account clerk 2 in the Town of Carmel Engineering Department. Councilor Channel, would you read 45?
Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby permanently appoints Donna Estevez to senior account clerk 2 in the town of Carmel Engineering Department retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, 46, is a resolution making permanent appointment of senior account clerk in the Town of Carmel Justice Court. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 46?
It's resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby permanently appoints Francine Schmansky to senior account clerk in the town of Justice Court, retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, Resolution 47 is a resolution making permanent appointment of senior account clerk in the Town of Carmel Receiver of Taxes Department. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby permanently appoints Antoinette Pesavento, the senior account clerk in the Town of Carmel Receiver of Taxes Department, retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, 48, is a resolution making permanent appointment of senior account clerk in the Town of Carmel Comptroller's Office. Councilman Lombardi, would you read 48?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby permanently appoints Michelle Russell to Senior Account Clerk in the Town of Carmel Controller's Office, retroactive to January 1, 2020, and subject to the provisions of civil service law and civil service rules and regulation. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Okay, seconded by Councilman Shannon. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Okay, next resolution, 49, is a resolution acknowledging the appointment of clerk to town justice. Councilman Shannon, would you read 49, please?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the appointment of Town Justice Daniel Miller of Lisa Laquadera as clerk to the Town Justice at the salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. And the 50th and final resolution for tonight, thank God, I'm tired, is a resolution authorizing signing of intermunicipal agreement between the County of Westchester and the Town of Carmel for Employee Assistance Program. Councilwoman McDonough, would you read 50?
Shall resolve that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the Town Supervisor Kenneth Schmidt to sign on behalf of the Town of Carmel the intermunicipal agreement between the Town of Carmel and the County of Westchester for Employee Assistance Program Services for a term of 4 years, retroactive to January 1st, 2020, and expiring December 31st, 2024, at a cost of $45 annually per employee. Said intermunicipal agreement to be in general form and substance as attached hereto and made a part hereof. And be it further resolved that a copy of said intermunicipal agreement be filed with the town clerk Ann M. Spofford after signature by the town supervisor. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilman Shannon. Roll call vote.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Supervisor Schmidt.
Yes, motion carried. Thank you. Wow. Was that 8:40? 8:40, almost 8:40. So we did a lot tonight, covered a lot, got a lot done. Is there any, I don't think there is, but anybody here for agenda items that we just covered this evening? Any of the resolutions come on up at this time, if there is? Okay, there being none, is there anybody here for general public comment, new business portion of the meeting? Tom, how are you?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Same to you, Tom.
Chamber Legislative would just I'd like to inquire, now that we've gotten a planning consultant and everything, we're having these public hearings, great. Does anyone have any idea, Susie, maybe you do, how long will the planning consultant be doing a study? Just to get a timeline.
The planning consultants that we just hired?
You mean the
You
consulting
mean the
firm?
consulting
Right.
firm we just
Okay.
hired?
Yeah.
we're
Nelson
go-
Pope and Voorhees?
Nelson Pope, yeah. We're going to be meeting with them this month, okay, hopefully within the next 2 weeks.
Right.
To get the ball rolling. What we're gonna ask for is almost like a calendar, like a timeline of, because they're gonna put together special meetings and things like that. So we want to get, I personally would like something maybe 6 months in advance, like what are we gonna do over the next 6 months? Publish that out so everybody would have an idea of, where they can attend to. So we should know more after we meet with them in the next few weeks, Tom. But ideally, they were really good and very impressive, so I'm sure they're gonna give us a nice timeline of, you know, what they're going to almost put forth, you know, for the residents to look at and to have input to.
Okay. I spoke to the representative, the young lady that was there at the public hearing,
Yes,
and you know, I told her that, you know, the chamber is behind the project, and in fact, I'm going to be talking to the board shortly about planning maybe some sort of Hamlet business owners, property owners roundtable discussion to get more defined input from those people as we go through this process. And I'll be looking forward to speaking with you about that, to coordinate some things for the spring.
yep, perfect.
Thank you.
Good, thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. All right, is there anyone else for new business? Okay, there being none, I just have a couple of quick announcements. Christmas tree pickup. So AAA carding, the card for the residential homes, and also Oak Ridge for the cluster multifamilies. Christmas trees, excluding artificial, will be picked up at the curb on the date listed below based on your regular collection days. So if your garbage is picked up on Mondays and Thursdays, your tree pickup will be on January 15th, 2020. So if you have it Monday or Thursday, normal garbage pickup. If you want to put your tree out at the curb to be picked up by AAA carding, that'll be on January 15th. If you have a Tuesday and Friday collection for your garbage, your tree pickup will be on January 29th, 2020. So Mondays and Thursdays, January 15th, put it out the curb. Tuesdays and Friday collection, tree pickup will be January 29th, 2020. Please do not place trees in plastic bags or totes. All trees must be free of lights, tinsel, and ornaments. So just don't take your tree down and toss the whole thing out at the curb with everything on it still. They won't pick it up if you have lights and tinsel and ornaments still on it. I don't know who would do that, but they're asking that you don't do that. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact AAA Carding and Rubbish Removal, Inc. at 845-628-5000. 845-628-5000. That's for AAA Carding. Did that. Okay, that's it. That's all we have. All right, so that completes the town board meeting for tonight.
I just had something I wanted.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I just had something I want to say. First, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. And second, I look forward to working with everybody on the town board and welcome Bob and Frank. And I really look forward to, we got a lot of positive things coming up forward.
Yeah.
You know, one of them, Tom, being the master plan, so I'm really excited about that as well. So I just wanted to say, you know, I'm looking forward to looking, we got a lot of positive, good things. And then just one more thing that was brought to my attention today, that I heard somebody called me and said that there was a rumor about my residency, and I just want to let everybody know that I have lived in Mahopac and Carmel for 58 years. I plan on living in Mahopac and Carmel for God knows how many more years. I did sell my house in August for the really great couple, and I am looking for another house. So right now, you know, I'm lucky to have family members that are, well, they're putting up with me, I can say.
Temporary residence.
Yeah. So, you know, I just wanted, that's the only thing I'm going to talk about it, because I want to just go positive with everything for the new year. And I wish everybody a happy and healthy and prosperous new year.
Yes, thank you, Susan.
That's it.
Yeah, I concur. Yeah, everybody, please. 2020 is here, start of a new decade, and much health and happiness to everyone. We'll be back here again for a town board work session next Wednesday, January 8th. So next Wednesday, January 8th, it's 7 p.m. right here in the meeting room, 7 p.m. work session. Good night, everybody. Be well. I need a motion to close the meeting.
So moved.
So moved by Councilman Lombardi. I'll second it to close the meeting.
Sorry.
That's all right. All those in favor to close the meeting?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, everyone. Be well.
night.
Thanks for being here.
Happy New Year.
Appreciate it. Happy New Year.